I don't know what just happened. Connor McGoku. I don't know. I guess I must have touched the screen or something somehow. It says new. Am I live? There we go. 25 seconds in. The hell? Anyway, I don't know what just happened. Sorry, y'all. If for some reason it like is like not today. Hello. You were watching? I can't even see. Princess Peachy. Hello. I can't even read it. It's so like my screen is so dim right now. Thanks. Yeah, I'm in the talking about coupons because that's the cool thing to talk about on stream. So well, I'm making it cool. So, anyways, so yeah, you might be able to still utilize some of those codes and stuff. I don't know if that still works. A lot of, like I say, a lot of the future stores are going to be going to where you just pick it off the thing and it's already connected to your card and you already paid for it as soon as you took it off the shelf. Now a lot of the stores, I think it was like Kroger or something like that, are going facial recognition. So be aware of that for the future. A lot of Amazon stores have no employees. It is completely digital. It is completely done by AI. So fair warning. They make you, when you sign up for said subscription to grocery store, you have to add your card to the website, which for us who have been ordering online, totally fine. We're used to doing that. But to walk into a store and have it charge your card right then when you take it, I mean, if you put it back, it takes it back off, which is weird. But for the timing, like, we're not advanced enough for that. I don't know about y'all, but if something gets deposited from, like, say my eBay, right? I sell something on eBay. It takes 3 days for their bank to clear it, and then it takes 3 days for my bank to clear it. So I'm looking at a week before I even get that money back. So I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to go into a grocery store and, like, pick something up to look at it and get charged $100, and then I have to wait however long to get that back. So be aware. Yeah, a lot of the stores now are going to be all AI and all digitized. So I don't know how that's going to affect everything, but it's starting to get like, it's super cool. I'm all for advancements of technology, but it's kind of making me feel a little like restricted in its own little way. You know what I mean? So, to each own. But I do know for like food places, like if you go out to a restaurant or something, sometimes they have coupons too that you can print out or like use from your phone. I'm not one that's like, I'm kind of in between generations, so like I'm still used to doing everything by paper, but like I'm learning how to do everything electronically. For y'all, everything is electronic. It always has been. So whichever works best for you. And then, so, yeah, okay. So after I do the grocery listing, the meal planning, the inventories, and the budgeting, all of that coming together, trying to save some money as far as, like, I don't know about y'all, but a box of eggs is $28 where I'm at, okay? Like, again, I buy in bulk, so I buy for the month. I buy a big box of eggs. But even the small, it's like $6 a box of eggs. $5-6. I don't know about y'all, where you're at. That's a lot of money. I know a lot of people are just like, oh, what does it matter what the price of eggs is? Okay, when I was growing up, Like pre-COVID prices to now is exponential. I've been telling Jeff about that 83% an increase in all of everything, which has completely, at my point of, I don't know how it hasn't decimated most of us. So, for those of us who are under said table of finances with zero assistance, it's going to be very, very interesting road. You're going to have to know people. You're going to have that lone wolf idea is not cool. Lone wolves die in winter alone. Okay, so y'all are going to have to start working together. And for the future influencers of the world, I highly suggest that you enforce that. The division that is currently happening is the main reason why the world is the way that it is. Without unity, we're going to be divided at all times. So I am calling for unity, for a rising up to a new dawn, a rebellion of sorts. Speak your truth and be not afraid. So, whoever needed to hear that heard it. The numbers and actual budgeting, adding in that meal planning, and like I said, the coupons and stuff like that, you'll be able to help give yourself a little bit more of a gap there. And then working numbers into the envelope system as far as being able to spread that dollar a little bit more and move forward into planned projects like vacations or items. So, let's see. Like I personally would like to do some kind of a patio thing out back this year. Been talking about it since last year. I want to make like a nice little sitting area outside, and I want to get my garden. Well, I want to get my garden going like today. But as far as like sitting area and stuff like that, I'm gonna start looking around and see how much free or as cheap as possible items that I can get to make that happen. So, within reason. But we'll see. Like I said, you can probably just Google coupons and see what works best for you in your area and whatever your situation is. I have not used coupons in a long time. Me coming back into this is going to be like, I already know the nightmare that could be. Let's not make that happen again. So, all right, so working into actual budget, then I'm going to pull out the red book. Go into, what are we in, March? I didn't even plan for March. This past month has been just gone. Yeah, last one I did was February. March is already screwed, so I'm just going to write March for good measure and then skip to the next page. All right, so April. I'm going to pull over 10% off the top, all income. 10% off the top goes directly into your personal account. Everything. Okay. Next is your fixed, which for me now is like, for example, the same things that you have every single month. So like for me, it's like cell phone, Google, Amazon, YouTube, stuff like that. Okay, and that's every month, so it's a fixed thing every month. Underneath my personal 10%, I have my PIF account, which is Pay It Forward, and it's 10 per, so it's 40 away, and that's for my kids' funding. So paying paying it forward or like future deposits, whatever you want to call it, skimming the top, paying yourself before paying your bills. I don't know how you want to describe it, but it's making sure that you're. I used to have it as part of my sinking funds, if that makes any sense, but I changed it because I was putting that at the bottom and I wasn't prioritizing it. A lot of times we end up prioritizing things that are what we consider to be free money, right? So, say for example, your little nickel and diming things. Well, if you had added up all your little nickel and diming things during the course of the month and actually put that amount towards your savings, so it's my savings plan for the future. So, savings goes first. I'm going to call it savings. I put it in my own personal account, but that's what it is. Violation warning. What is this violation warning? Immediate action. Oh, whatever. It's a spam. The $3.99 toll has not been paid. Additional charges may apply. You can suck my left nut and make the right one jealous, and I don't even have nuts. So, yeah. Anyway. Okay. So, off the top, like I said, I write in. This is my handwritten, but I'm going to go ahead and pull up my EveryDollar. .com website, and I'm going to sign in fresh because I have a new laptop. And I'm trying to keep these two separate. So, gotta type it in because it's not saved. And I'm a slow typer, and I don't remember what my freaking password is. Sign in with SSO. I don't know what that is. Let me go back. Sign in, sign up. Alright, so I'm signing up for a new one, I guess. Okay. Oh, it's got to be at least 12 characters in length. There. Is it 12 characters in length? How many more characters do I need? Gee. Alright. Hold on. Yeah, that works. Okay, so for April's budget, it starts... I don't want to sign into anything. God. Alright. Experience for you. Let's personalize it. Guess what? We sent mail to you. course she did. She just loved fucking throwing mail at me. To be fair, I do really kind of miss my side keyboard thingy with like the numbers, because the one with the numbers seems to. Hi, Rachel Cruz, budgeting expert. Welcome to Every Dollar. Thanks for picking us to walk this budgeting journey with you. Seriously, are you ready to show your money who's in charge? Spoiler alert, it's you. Mm-hmm. So, I'm just gonna skip that. Customizable budget, sure. Create March budget. No. All right, so I'm skipping forward to April on everydollar.com. I made a new budget for April, so I'm going to have to completely reset this to how I had it on my previous one. But like I said, I'm just going to pull over the information from my previous month to now. So those are for my fixed. My variables are, like, say, for example, the P.O. box, which is only every 3 months. I was paying on storage and a gun. I am not anymore. And then variables also include gas, household, and personal. And like I said, sinking funds for me was my PIF. And then if I wanted to go like on a vacation or date night or something, you know, a little bit more extravagant, like Jeff and I are planning a wedding and we're planning a honeymoon. And so, like, finances are going to be like a priority, right? So so my sinking fund, right, would then be typically would be anything that I'm paying forward into, which I've already put my PIF up top, but anything other than that PIF is going to be like the wedding, honeymoon, like vacations, holidays if we want to do something for a holiday, date night. I'm just going to put in quotes. Kind of thing. So that would be your sinking fund. Or also another option, instead of those like specialty items, you can also put as a secondary on there is like vehicle maintenance, household maintenance, things that like electronics fund. If you wanted to have a secondary grocery list 1 month for just storage items, just something that you would put like a good chunk of money into if something happened. This is different than a savings account. Different, right? So your personal savings account is going to be your 10% off the top, right? Your other savings accounts could be anything, but your sinking funds is something for future. You're saving for future, but it's different than savings account. I mean, you can have a savings account with different wallets or folders in it, but this is different than just putting money in a savings account. You're just putting your money in a savings account, then you're putting it in to meet a certain amount, right? For a future goal or in case of emergency. Like, you're supposed to have 6 months of your total income or your total bills in your savings account prior to having any bill paid. So you should have 6 months worth of those bills in your savings account, is what they say, according to COVID and like government structures. They used to say to have 1 month. Then it was 3 months right before COVID. Then after COVID, it became 6 because of the economic situations that everybody was in and became in due to COVID. So that's a lot. An 83 to 85% increase in inflation since 2020 is insane. So I don't feel confident in our government. I don't feel confident in our economy right now. And so I'm doing what feels best to me because of what I've been taught in the past. But I have a feeling that this time around it's going to be a little bit different. Because of the fact of the future and how things are changing, the algorithm of what used to be is not going to work anymore. It may at a baseline, but it's not going to get you to that level that you're used to having. So now you're going to have to think more outside the box. But the thing is, the box changed. The maze changed. The patterns, the algorithm changed. So the way that you used to work that algorithm may not work in the future. The way that you used to be able to work your budget in the past may not work in the future economy. The way things that were are going to be different than the way things are, and very different from the way things are going to be in a very short amount of time. Unfortunately, in this day and age, the only way that you are going to be able to keep your head above water is to be able to keep up with those changes, or you're going to get left behind. At a very baseline, the things that I say are legitimately meant to help you, but if you don't, that's fine. It's meant to help me too. In my unschooling, I learn along with you. It's not you doing it by yourself. Yeah, maybe I have a little bit more education or understanding or experience in something than you do, but for the most part, this is for me and for you. So, and if you don't get anything from it, whatever, then at least at the very minimal, it's entertainment. And even less than that, it's something to talk about. Maybe. Talk shit about it. Who knows? Maybe my content is content for someone else. You know? There's always something somewhere, right? Every protagonist has to have an antagonist, I think, right? Villain, the story. So, put me in whatever place that you feel you need necessary in your little story, whatever character I play in it. But in mine, I am the main character. So, just gonna leave that at that. Oh yeah, for me, you might want to also add, probably before sinking funds, right after variables, is like debts. But you can put it at the bottom, which I will. So for me, debts is my tolls, which is funny that text message came through earlier. And the bank, because I do own the bank money. And any loans, or whatever existing ongoing debt that you haven't touched yet. The reason why I say to write those in there is because for future reference with the whole every dollar thing, we're going to be working on, once I have an income coming in, snowballing. And no, it doesn't mean what you think it is. When you're taking the smaller bills and paying them off and getting money towards the larger bill, you're taking a little bite every single time, right? But that interest on that bite is automatic. It takes a bigger portion of that bite out, right? So it's like having a parasite, okay? imagine having like a tapeworm or something, and you go to eat something and it takes like most of whatever you just ate, and you only get a little bit of the nutrients, and now you're still hungry, right? It's like, that's how bills are. They're like parasites. So even though you're paying that little bit and they're only taking that little bit, they're taking more of that little bit than you bit. Welcome to government business. So that little bit that you do get, you got to make it last as long as possible. They always say stretch that dollar, blah, blah, blah. But also paying into things, when you're paying into something, you have to look at that interest rate. You have to look at how much more are you paying into it just to pay it off with the minimum. Yeah, you may only feel comfortable with that minimum right now, but how long are you going to pay that for? You're going to pay it for the rest of your life? I know my parents are still paying off credit cards from the 80s. So, yeah. So, you, like, for example, like the interest rate on houses. I don't know if for those of you who are in the markets or even thought about talking about market of housing. Interest rates have been insane as far as like that goes. And as far as like credit cards, loans, I forget what it was that went from 1% to 7%. I think it was in one of the videos. Anyway, check out my social media. I probably shared it. I was going somewhere with this. Something with a 1% to 7%. It has been such a large jump. I think that was interest rates. Went from 1% to 7%. I think that was on housing too. Because when that COVID hit, it was like 5. And then went up to 7 or something. Anyway, don't worry about me. Numbers have changed. It's been a lot. And oh my God. So you got to try to make that little bit of a difference everywhere you can. So I'm going to finish filling out the EveryDollar. EveryDollar.com. New. And I put my login and my password. Which I need to make a list of that. I always forget to. New year. We're supposed to do it a new year. For some companies, they make you do it like every month or every week or some shit. I don't know. Craziness. So first is income on the EveryDollar site. It's already pre-written in, and you can change them. It says giving, saving, housing, transportation, food, personal, lifestyle, health, insurance, and debt. Those are the pre-written in groups, but you can change all of those, including the dollar amounts and the names and titles. And you can also remove entire sections of it. The transactions can be saved automatically by adding your card, or you can put them in manually. You can also add a bank account or separate accounts too. This way you can actually track all of the spending in this nice little happy pie. And you can see all the numbers whichever way that you need to. Full-on summary with the planned items, which it does give you a separation of planned and remaining. It does show you full-on planned and spent and remaining in final numbers and percentages. So that way you can see a full-on view of everything. It does pull in to connect other accounts, like from Bank of America or Citibank, something like that. I don't know if it pulls in cards like mine, which is like a government-based ones. So, you okay? Oh, I guess I don't know what he's watching. It's weird. I don't know what he was doing. He was watching some kind of video or something. Let's see. It's almost 6 o'clock. How long have I been streaming? Let's see. Also has emergency funds in here. But yeah, go in there and check it out. And what else? All right. So another thing is too, opposite of, now this is the outbound, right? You want to look at a full listing of all of your income. For myself, I have multiple incomes. And it changes and varies over the course of the month. So what I'll do is I'll put my fixed, or not fixed, fixed and variable, residual and passive. I'm sorry, scratch that. I want to put my residual income first. Then I'm going to put my passive. Same concept. Passive. I can't even spell. Lord. Same concept as the fixed and variables as far as your bills go. Your fixed is every month. Same thing pretty much every month. Your variables are varied. They're different every month. There's no way for you to specifically tell. You can just kind of give an estimate. So for income, your residual income is going to be a baseline. You know for a fact that this is how much you're going to get every single month. Like, for example, your income could include child support, food stamps, and I know food stamps is not considered an income, but hear me out. Any kind of numbers that you would have for a fact that you have incoming every single month. A paycheck, a check from the state, anything. It's the same, pretty much the same amount every single month. That's your residual. Your passive income is going to be all those little side jobs or random money that you get during the course of the month. Not everybody writes down all those numbers. Totally fine, I understand. For those of you who do, your passive income is going to be like, I don't know, you had a yard sale. You made like $50. Now you're going to put that into this, right? This is here for that. That is here for this. It's all one big circle, little web of life. Then your passive, and then you have your, in my own personal opinion, your extras, right? So you have places that you get money from that are different than your multiple incomes or your residual income. Okay? What I mean by extra, you get a gift card. It's your birthday. You get some money. You get, or you have a gift card from last month, or you have your rollover money. So you have extra from last time. Not, you won't really hear that very often. So I would pull in from the last amount that you had totaling out for the end of the month. Pull that number in to the next month, which is your starting point, right? And you would have your continuing, which is your residual and your passive income. So I'm pulling in my already existing amount plus blah, 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 right? Another thing is too, like I said, gift cards is an extra. I personally, when I put my PIF in, I will put it on like a Cash App card, or I will put it on a gift card, or you can do it in like, it's technically a gift card, but it's emailed, like Starbucks does it. So like my PIF would end up being, okay, well, this month is my birthday, right? Let's just say, for example, and I want to go ahead and give myself a PIF of $10 on a Starbucks card, right? So I'm going to go ahead and purchase my PIF, go ahead and send it, not use it yet, but send it, and add my PIF to this. So that way I know I have money still sitting in a card or like a website. You can actually do that for some websites. You can upload a certain amount of money, like a PayPal account, stuff like that, right? So PayPal, they have wallets. You have a bank account, which is already pre-existing, or, possibly. You have cash. Not many people do, but and cash includes change. So you have your change jars, you have your wherever you need to start from. It doesn't matter where you start from. Even like I said, even I'm in the negative still. So for those of you who are not in the negative, congratulations. I'm really in the negative. So I'm still working my way up out of the negative. So I'm still digging my way out of this little hole thing. And this is the way I'm going to try to do it. May or may not work for you. Totally fine. Adjust it accordingly. Whatever works, works. If it doesn't, next time. Don't completely throw it all away, but keep it in your back pocket until later, because it might actually, a way that you did things before may end up working again in the future, but you may have to change it a little bit. So, so don't completely throw everything away, but just be ready for a lot of changes in a short amount of time. But it's okay, because all it is turning the table. You're still at the table. Matter of perspective. So you have your residual income, your passive income, and your extras. Like I said, like cash, bank accounts, gift cards, PayPals, anything that you put money into and hold on to and not actually spend yet, because you're going to spend it or put it towards savings or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Be careful of vanilla cards. Don't use them as like a savings account. I honestly wouldn't even buy another one if you paid me. I put $400 on 4 different vanilla cards in one day, and this was right before Christmas time. Bought them from Walmart and everything, and as soon as we got home, the kids' cards had already been hit. So just be aware that $400 went missing in a matter of minutes, and it was from 4 completely different cards. So it wasn't just one card; it was 4 completely different cards that all got hit within a short amount of time. That was $400 that were gone. And mind you, my kids already had the cards in their hands, started ordering online, purchased the order online, but as soon as the purchase was made, the card was automatically denied. When those gift cards are sitting on the wall at Walmart, someone somewhere will get the code off of it, and as soon as that fucker is activated, they've got your money. Possibly even your card number too. So just be aware of that. I personally only purchase my gift cards online from the site. It doesn't guarantee that I'm not going to get hit, but the chances are a little less. I'm not saying like I can't get hit. I'm just saying, So, yeah. I'm talking like I have all this money to throw around, right? Like I said, it's just like $10 or something, like $5, whatever. Some gift cards are reloadable, some are not. And so yeah, just kind of look into that before you do anything like that. But I actually used to use reloadable gift cards as like my weekly pay to my kids. So they had their little chore money every week, and I would just go ahead and put the money on the gift card instead. Because the only time they were ever going to spend it is when they went to the store with me. So take your little gift card, go grab whatever it is that you want to get, and you go pay for it with your gift card. If it's over the gift card amount, I'll cover it. But it taught them how to save their money. It taught them how to use a card. It taught them how to use money for the first time. I probably was wrong, made them into spenders. But that's the only way I knew how to do. And, as parents, we need to kind of forgive ourselves. As young adults, as children, we need to forgive ourselves for not knowing the right thing to do all the time. It's okay to make mistakes. We're all learning. We're constantly learning. And I hope that you never stop learning. So, hey, what are you doing?
Merry Christmas.
What are you doing?
Taking this off top of the refrigerator.
Is that a cook mat? If it's silicone, Matt, don't get rid of it.
It's made of copper.
You're fired. It's a cookie sheet, Matt.
Hey, what? Oh, never mind.
What?
Nothing. I was being stupid for a second.
You were going to ask me what's for supper. Right? Alright. Okay. So, I'm trying to close out as many things as I can. Oh, by the way, I did get back into my cloud gaming Hooter Hawk 18. I also have like a Microsoft account somewhere. I don't know what it is. I think it's like Carnage or something. Alright, so that's it for every dollar for budgeting for this month. Like I said, the numbers for next month are going to be interesting because I still haven't found out all the numbers from this month. So March is just whatever. All right. So that's here. Let me go back. Where am I at? Hello. All right. Well, I guess I'm saving that. Okay. Oh, I forgot to save. I bought. Dang it. Anyway. All right. So there's that. So we did actual budget for April and every dollar. Meal order numbers. I bought a question mark because I still haven't really looked at it. So we've been going to the gym every other day, but we skipped a day, I think. So we were off. And this is for next week. So I'm not even going to write about the gym. And tomorrow is wash day. So if you're going to do any hair oiling, I suggest doing it tonight. Oh, I just took a shower. I cut my hair. I regret it. It was actually like down to here, and I cut like that much off. It was dead. But anyway, this part feels like it's dead too, and I'm not real sure what to do with it. I have tried the 5-minute like hair conditioner things and left it in there forever, and I don't know what I did, but probably fucked up follicles up or something. But up here is totally fine, and I just dyed it too. Up here is fine. I gave myself kind of bangs, and then layered it down, and then I cut like an inch or two off the bottom. So the back is all one length, mostly, and then the front of it's layered and up to my chin. I don't go shorter than my chin. So, if you're wondering. And so I don't know for those of you who do hair or not. I would ask my daughter, but she's like, I think in school right now. So no, she don't know. So yeah. I've tried oiling, I've tried mayonnaising. It just doesn't get rid of the frizziness, and I probably just need to chop it all off. And drink more water and less coffee. Just saying. So, okay. Oh, and Tasty Tuesday is fish. So I am going to close up my budget for my big red book. am going to put that over here. Oh, personal learning lesson 2 pre-algebra in Khan Academy. For those of you who've been following, I have not. I've been failing horribly. Baby? Canva already got me. Damn it. And LinkedIn. Oh, I started a new LinkedIn also, by the way. I pretty much started all new social media. Which is not true, but I want to. I want to do really amazing things in this world. And whether or not anybody ever actually sees me do it, I don't know. But I try. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, real quick before I get off of here. I was wondering because I heard something.
Yeah, I thought you were still street downstairs.
Yeah, I am. I heard
I started getting
sizzling.
hungry.
I was getting ready to look up a recipe for that fish.
Okay.
What did I do with the clay? Elephant shoes. Okay, so I've been making stuff out of clay. Therapy. First I made this like really super cool little snake dude. It's based off of a dream that I had. And in the dream, my grandparents came to me, and I was cooking or prepping for cooking or something like that. My grandfather bought me this green snake, and my job was to cut the head off of the green snake, cut it open, gut it, and cook it. He gave me a hug, and they went on their way. I woke up crying from this dream. Oh my God. I had to look up what the representation of the green snake was. The green snake, which is a garden snake, they're harmless. Well, unless they're like the really overseas one. I don't know. Anyway, here in America, I don't think any dangerous green snakes are in America, but I could be wrong. Anyway, green snake, representation of it is that you can overcome anything. So it was literally my grandparents telling me that I can overcome anything. And it was like, I have to make a necklace of this now. This is now officially like my necklace. So as soon as I cook this, it'll be done and I'll be so happy. So this one's not air dry. This one you have to like actually, it's like polymer clay. I made a positive pentacle. I made like little chocolate items because I'm gonna do like a phone case. It's a little Oreo. I actually made a Three Musketeers bar, which is kind of cute. Came out pretty darn good, I think. The little designs, the little vein things. You know, Tootsie Roll. That's not hard. And then I made like little truffles and Hershey Kisses. Chocolate. So I made those. I'm going to make a phone case. I don't know what this is. I started off making the bricks and then I added it and then I had an apple that I made. Not real sure. I was kind of going old school graffiti. Tell me what you think. And then I tried to make a strawberry, but it actually ended up looking like an apple. And then I made an apple that ended up looking like a strawberry. So, whatever. That's my accomplishments. And then Jeff wanted me to make a message in a bottle because I got these little jar things. And so I made a message in a bottle. And it's a little wave, and there's a little seashell. I don't know if you can see it. A little seashell with some sand. And here's this huge wave coming in with this message in a bottle that actually has a letter for Jeff in it. But as soon as I bake it, he won't be able to get it out. So, because it's got clay in the centerpiece, he'll have to like dig this piece out and then like. I told him if you're gonna take this out, use tweezers and like roll it against the glass and then slowly slide it out. Because if you try to just take it straight out, it's gonna rip it up. But it actually does have like, I even made it look old and shit. It actually does have a letter form in it, which is cool. So, and it had little bubbles. I thought that was kind of neat too, that I put the little bubbles all over it. You know, seafoam stuff. And so that'll be on his desk for whenever he wants to open it. And I made flowers. I made a bunch of stuff. Let me see what else I made. I made jewelry pieces. Oh, I made this too. I made little s'mores dudes. I don't know if you can see it. Mushrooms, or not mushrooms, marshmallows. I'll probably make mushrooms next. Marshmallows and like chocolate bars and cinnamon graham things. Oh, and then I made this also. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh gosh, probably not the best like screen viewing. Probably super blurry. I don't know. Will it let it look? Fuck. Alright, I don't know. Anyway, I made earrings, and they have roses on them. I don't know if you can see them. But there's like a big-ass bushel of roses on them, and it goes all the way around. But I made these out of like shower curtain things, and I'm gonna make it into jewelry. And I also have these larger dolls that I'm going to make into jewelry too. I'm not sure.
They look like bagels.
I know. This says, he keeps saying they look like bagels. It's funny. I also got these Barbie hats that I don't know what I'm going to do with yet.
Oh shit, I thought you made that out of clay.
And boots and shit. Oh, this was funny. Boots were made for walking. There you go. And that's just what they'll do. That's funny. Oh, I also got sneakers too. Because I was going to make a closet in the little dollhouse thing that I got. And make like a bougie dollhouse. I thought that'd be kind of funny. Got these little super cool kicks. Check these out. Oh yeah. Who's ready for the gym in those, right? Those are high tops too. I don't know how they do it in the cartoon. Oh, they fell. Not cartoon, but like the stop motion. So I got all those, right? Oh gosh, I got so much stuff in Goodwill. It's not even funny. Probably stuff I shouldn't have bought because I'm a grown adult. I don't know who left me in charge of adulting. It failed horribly. Okay, so I got these little doll things. And I bought like all of these little Barbie things with like a ton of really cool shoes in them. I don't know. There. Those are the shoes. That's really cool. And then they've got these little cup things. Here's some more shoes, like doll shoes. Oh yeah. And these. Oh no, they were super cute looking. And I found a bunch of them. And so I'm going to make a closet. And I'm going to take all these little doll head things that don't attach. I styled this one. I also styled this one too. Oh! That one fell. It's like Gangster Dora. Or whatever. Goth Dora. I don't know. Whatever. Let's run with it. I even got these little purses. Little tiny purses and stuff. So I'm making this dollhouse, right? And I'm going to try to make it bougie or like new age. It's got little clothing hangers. And I got a shit ton of accessories. Like a fishing. Because I like to fish. And like crowns and stuff. Anyway. And makeup brushes. So I'm going to make this dollhouse look as real as possible. Or try to. I even got glasses. So yeah. And I even got this little like metal thing, which is cute because it's got a thing that actually opens and a place to put a little letter inside there. I thought that was cool. It's got a little tassel. Got a little guitar. I don't know, I just found all this shit here. And purses and things like that. I did find these glasses, they were huge. And a little bat, because bats are cool. And these are awesome, they're like moonwalking boots. I know they're not the same color, but I really don't care. And so I got this house. I couldn't for the life of me tell you, tell you, straight, what company this came from. Maybe you guys can tell me. I don't know. But it was the smallest, cheapest wooden dollhouse that I could find. And I'm gonna revamp it. I know it's a little whimsical, but I'm gonna go cottagey. And it does have like some, like, it has a couch and some chairs. I'm gonna drop the table and the lamp. Oh,
Hi, Pam.
Hey, baby. What's wrong?
I like how you this new pencil holder is.
Yeah. I told Jeff, I was like, oh, I can put my pencils in this. And then I realized, yeah, good luck with that. I don't know. I was thinking, like, maybe, like, for this specifically, like, a vintage cottage. Like 1940s, 50s vintage cottage type vibe. I want to go 50s because that's like my thing. Or just like cottagecore, like full on cottagecore. I'm not sure yet. Y'all tell me what you think. I should probably do a poll and see what you guys think. But it already has pre-cut windows. I'm not sure if I want to change those up. Definitely painting it. Possibly changing the door a little bit. I might take this piece off and move it up here because I want to make like an actual, or I might cut this and make it like stained glass inside. That might be cool. I could possibly even do the windows like that. Not sure yet. I know I want to do something like very, very cottagey, very whimsical with this. And I actually want to make the tiles for the roof because it's super cute. It has like a little pitch here too. I don't know why they didn't put the door on this side. They put the door on this side. I guess it's something extra. You can't even, like, it's not, you can't see inside there from the inside, so it's just a panel on the outside. It's not like a regular house where you can, like, walk into the window area, which is cool. And yeah, it's kind of like a short area to work with. Like, the walls are short, except for down here. So, I was actually going to make this kind of like my house upstate New York, where my mother and I used chalk on the ceiling, and we drew the moon and the stars on one side, and the sun and the clouds and like a rainbow on the other side. And so I'm gonna use like chalk paint. I'm gonna make it keep it looking like wood, because we actually had like plyboard ceilings. And so I'm going to get chalk paint or something like that, or make it look like chalk paint. Maybe even add, like, I wonder if you can make chalk paint out of acrylic paint. I'm going to look that up and see if I can make it to where it looks like there's chalk on the ceiling, and make it look like it did when I was a kid. And then for downstairs and stuff, I'm going to make it more like cottagey kind of vibe. Now for the new age stuff, I'm going to have to figure something out with that. I'm probably not going to keep this furniture with this dollhouse, because the size of the furniture is a little extra large for the size of the actual... Like, this table would probably be fine. And this little, like, I guess it's a chair. I don't know what it is. It's like a bench or something, not a table. Maybe it's a side table. No. But these pieces are way too big. They're just too big. Because look, even if I put the lamp in there, it's like the whole thing. Granted, this is like a half, whatever it's called, half wall. Even this item is like, it seems like it's huge comparatively to down here. So for, like, you know, the mini rooms, that's what I'm trying to vibe with, right? So I'm trying to vibe with like the mini rooms and trying to make it as realistic to size as possible. And this is the closest thing that I could find that was cheap. There's that. I want to put this on the ground, but I'm afraid the cat's going to get into it. I should have put it inside the other thing. Oh, no. Alright, well, I'm running with that. Alright, so for lit arts, for the show and tell, I'm going to do the dollhouse and clay. And painting, because I did do painting. Hold on, I'll show you. I'm not done with it yet. But I did paint this the other day. It's with acrylic. It was originally meant to look like a watercolor, and then I went a little too far with it, and then it just kind of got out of hand, and I just ran with it. So this is the acrylic on canvas. The title of this is Loss of Innocence. You can take it however you want to. One thing that I really do like about this picture, even though it was supposed to be watercolor and it wasn't really supposed to be detailed, I hate the clouds, I hate the tree, but I love the way the girl came out. Because it was to me, it was very detailed, considerably. And this came from a dream that I had also, like a daydream or whatever. And originally, it was a girl who was dressed in like a Lolita kind of outfit, like an Oriental anime type outfit. White and pink, not specifically like this, a little bit more white than pink. And the tree behind her was a cherry blossom, and the wind was coming through, and it was like kind of blowing her dress like it is in this, but it was also blowing the cherry blossoms across. And I just, for some reason, this is as close as I could possibly get to that dream or that vision that I had. And she was overlooking like some country scene. It was very Studio Ghibli. And so I just ran with it. So, but yeah, she gives me like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego vibes. But it's supposed to be pink. It's not supposed to be red. It does look red though, now that it's dried. And so some of my artwork, I'm gonna put it on my Etsy. Y'all go check it out. I'm actually gonna go ahead and sign it live. Signed live on the stream. Loss of Innocence. I probably spelled that wrong. Innocence. Loss of Innocence. Ta-da! Loss of Innocence, signed by me, 2025. Check it out. It's going to be on my Etsy. I'm actually going to go ahead and add the tear with my pen while I'm live. Added live. So, check out my Etsy. It will be on sale. $5. I don't know. Whatever. So, there you go. Oh, I guess I would have to charge my phone then, wouldn't I? Oh, it is charged. I'm using it. So I'm going to add that. It's been an hour, almost 2 hours now. And I think that's pretty much it. Tomorrow I'll be Workout Wednesday, International History. Today's house chore is bathrooms and washroom. Bathrooms. Please. And take showers. For the love of God, I know. I guess I'll leave from here. I'm just kidding. But tomorrow is wash day. And so go ahead and do your hair oiling and all that other happy horse shit tonight. And tomorrow will be wash day, so have fun with that. On that note, I'm going to kick off of here because I need to make supper. But in the meantime, I am going to look up a salmon recipe because that's what I originally came out here to do. Garlic butter salmon. Honey garlic butter salmon. Bam. Done. Honey garlic butter salmon and green beans and mashed potatoes. Supper's ready. Bam. All right. Y'all have a good night. And until I see you again,